Alright, so the last time I did a rant, it didn't go very well for me.
What a fucking bozo.
But I'm going to have another one. But this time it's not really a rant. It's more of a plea, a discussion, sort of. It's more of a direct message to the gaming industry. The people in the gaming industry who are just maybe making games right now. Maybe you're just forming your game ideas right now. I have just heard for like the first time about a game called Unknown 9 Awakening. Unknown number 9 Awakening. Awakening, I'm not trying to be a dick, I genuinely have just heard about this game. It's like Unknown number... It's like 9 Awakening Unknown or something. And do you know what my first introduction to this game was? This jaw. Jesus Christ, I'm begging you people, stop making women in games look like men. Men and women are different. They don't always look the same. Do we get manly men? Yes. That's not what I meant to say. Do we get womanly men? Yes. That is what I meant to say. Do we get manly women? Yes. That doesn't mean we need manly women constantly in our games, or ugly women in our games. Can we just have some sex appeal? But no. That's not even what I want to talk about. That's not what I'm even here for. I need to burp. There we go. I am actually not here to talk about that at all. There's plenty of other people here in YouTube who can tackle that. What I want to get at is the second thing that I saw after the jaw. So I see the jaw, recoil in fear, and then what do I see? This.
Unknown 9 Awakening is but one of the many entry points into Unknown 9's narrative universe, in which the destinies of dozens of characters are weaved together through space and time, with the Fold standing as a continuous common thread between them. These adventures revolve around different esoteric mysteries and supernatural occurrences witnessed around the globe. All stories stand independent from one another and are spread across several mediums, including novels, podcasts, comic books, and web series.
Apparently, you've got an expansive universe. We've got, podcasts and webcomics, if maybe, and all other stuff, and you've got all of these amazing stories to tell. Stop it. No, I don't care. There is a game in my Steam library right now. You might have heard of it. It's called Final Fantasy 15. It's sat there for a while, and I've not played it. And you know why I've not played it? Because when I got it, I found out that, not only do I need to play the game to learn the story and the world, no, there's actually like a series, and there's a fucking movie. There is a movie that really, ideally, I should watch before I even start the game. I'm not watching a movie for a game that I don't even know if I like yet. This is something I think the video game industry needs to hear. Apparently, it's a lesson that it needs to learn again. I say again, I would have thought that the gaming industry would have already known this, but I guess not. Right. When you're introducing me to a new property that you've been working on, you care about it. You care about it deeply. You have nurtured this for years and years. It's in your heart. You love it. So you've grown alongside of it. I don't give a fuck. I have never heard of this before. But you might be thinking to yourself, but we've got all of these amazing stories to tell. No, not yet you don't. You need to start. What you're doing is this. All right, so let's use something like Star Wars as an example, okay? Episode 4. Start out here, okay? You tell a core story. If people like it enough and they get invested in it enough, you bring it out a little bit. If enough people like that, you bring it out even more. What you're doing is I hit the mic. What you're doing is you start out here. You're starting out here, I should say. You're starting out here. Okay? No. Stop starting out here. Start here. This. Focus on this. Don't focus on the fact that my hands look weird. Stop that. Yes, my hands look weird. That's not the point. I'm a retard. Don't worry about it. Look here. Focus on this little ball here. This is your core story. That's not to say that you can't have all of these really expansive ideas and an ever expansive universe of narrative, of stories and characters. Yes, you can have all of that, but don't give me all of that at the start. Because if you do that, do you know what I do? I go, I don't care. And I just leave. Get me hooked on one core story first. All of this stuff, if you really want to work on all of that as well, brilliant. That's awesome. Do you know what makes a really good story better? Cohesive world building. And one good way of doing that is to have a lot of parts of the story that you never actually bring to the forefront initially. So, but you've got a world that you are pulling from, and you use all of this stuff over here to inform this and make sure that this stays cohesive and coherent. Lots of curves.
Hey, everybody.
But you don't do this. You're out here. You're trying to get all of this, and you're trying to go all of this. Stop hitting the microphone, Steve. You're trying to use all of this at once. No. No. Put it away. Find out a good core story and tell that. Alright? Because we've had another game, haven't we, that did this very recently. Another game, remember? What was it called? Oh, God. Concord. That was it. Yeah. How's that doing? Not so good. No. Concord did this too. In a slightly different way, but Concord did the thing where it went, hey, we've got all these characters and you care about them, right? Because these are all of the stories of these characters and they're amazing, and no, stop it. That's one of the reasons that Concord failed. One of the many reasons that Concord failed. But it's one of the reasons Concord failed. It didn't do what something like an Overwatch did, where it came out, it was a hero shooter with characters, and that was pretty much it. It's my understanding that what happened with Overwatch over time is they got people actually to care about it, and then they started telling a more broader story about the characters and informing about them and stuff over time. That's not to say there wasn't already like an expansive story in the background of the game, but they didn't bring it straight to the forefront. Concord did, and that's what you're doing. People aren't going to care. They're not going to give a shit. Look. Go back to this. Start here. Right? That's it. I'm begging you. Because every time you start out here, you fail. And it's going to keep happening. Stop it. This is it. And for the love of God, I'm begging you. Stop making women look like men.